What is up everyone, my name is Mike from M.A.D Gaming and welcome back to my Asylum Jam 2015 coverage. Today I'm playing another game I've been sent a request for on YouTube. This game is called Mrs. E's House of Broken Dolls. Now as with all of the games I've played before, I'm going to be playing this one completely blind. I have no idea. But I have a slight clue as to what this game is going to be like, because when I downloaded it I had to download the RPG Maker runtime executable. So this is going to be an RPG Maker game, which is interesting because I've not actually played any RPG Maker horror games at all. I mean, none at all. I've seen plenty of them, and I know there are some really good ones out there, but I've never played any, so this will be quite interesting. I'm going to have a look. I'm just going to get straight into it. I'm going to stop talking. There's no voice acting, which means, hey, time for my fantastic voice acting. Right. Earl Grey. Cockney accent. I always default to Cockney. Well, that's the last of my shopping done. Well, that's Australian. Fuck it. That's just wrong. Right, governor. Right. Well, that's the last of my shopping done. That's American. What am I doing? Ooh. Well, that's the last of my shopping done. Earl Grey, Camden Market style. One of the best blends out there. If a little liberal with the ingredients, if you know what I mean. I don't, but I'm just going to take your word for it. Oh, how rude of me. I forgot to introduce myself. Well, many of you already know me from the last story. Markiplier's box. Markiplier's box. Where's that tiny box Tim? But I know some of you are new, so you can call me Elizabeth. All my friends do. Ah, that's what the E stands for, Mrs. E. Fair enough. Why am I important? Well, that's the one thing you see. I'm not. I'm just a small cog in the great things we call the multiverse. Yes, you heard that right. The multiverse. That's where I live, smack bang in the middle of it. Me and my old English tea shop. Oh my god, I love tea. In fact, tea mug for the day. Woo! Oh, I won't go into details now. Suffice to say, it's everywhere and nowhere at the same time in all of reality. So what am I doing in London, you ask? It's all kind of wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey at the moment. Am I standing up to hordes of alien invaders on the hunt for some malevolent monster hid deep within the sewers? Is there an alligator in the sewers? No, actually, I'm just buying tea. Just run-of-the-mill, day-to-day stuff, really. That's the life I lead, really. I buy tea, serve crumpets, and run a tea shop. This is so stereotypically British. I'd probably be bad to say that I actually really like crumpets and tea, so I'm pretty stereotypically British anyway. I wasn't kidding when I said that I was the tea lady, who just so happens to make a habit of saving the world sometimes. Hello, Mrs. E. Can I interest you in today's paper? Every time, Robbie. Shouldn't you be at home on your PlayStation or talking to your friends on the internet or something? You know, modern technology and all that. Well, hell freezes over, Mrs. E. You can't find a good substitute for being outside with people all reading a good book. Or paper, I say. Too many people reading their American apps these days. What kind of kid is this? Everyone these days, they're on their phones constantly. Now, Robbie, the Brits make apps, you know. Yeah, they make tea apps. Yeah, but we were watching Fox News or TYT. I don't know. These days, all they all talk about is America. Day in, day out. Nothing like a good old British news, is there? News, I say. Which is why I love my job. The usual, Mrs. E. I don't know, I'm just thinking this is a kid and I'm speaking in a really deep voice. Not that I can really do a high voice. Yes, the Beano, please. Oh, and I think I'll take a copy of the Dandy too. Not typically British. Must see my old pal Desperate Dan is up to these days. Probably no good. And the Times! Yeah, and the Times, I suppose. Really, I only carry that around for appearances. Can't even do the crossword puzzles without the these days. So, Mrs. E, you hear about them murders? Oh, God, there's some murders. What murders, Robbie? I'm surprised you ain't. Mrs. E, it's buzzing all around London now. You know, the Daily Mail says it's because they cause cancer, and cancer's killed everybody. The Sun, well, they just blame Jeremy Corbyn for everything. Topical humour. I was having trouble with a box. It stole my tea and I had to hunt it down. That kind of took up most of my time. Alright then, anyways, apparently there's some dude walking around London and he's killed 5 people already, skinned them and taken their eyes, scooped them out like they were ice cream, he did. Lovely. And where did you hear this? I read it, I did. In the Times, of course. Is that what kids are reading these days? No, just this one kid. That'll be £4, 50p please, Mrs. E. Also throw in a bag of basset all sorts for you. Oh god, I love all sorts. My favourite ones are the coloured ones, the like kind of the bobbly ones. You get pink and blue ones. They're like kind of aniseedy tasting ones. You know, the special red ones. On the ass, Mrs. E. Why, thank you, Robbie. You are a charmer. I'll see you tomorrow. Murders in London are not rare, sadly. No, there's stabbings galore. Crime is as rife here as any city in the universe, but these murders unsettle me more than usual today. Hallmarks of a serial killer, because I've seen lots of packets of Frosties dead across the street. I mean, there are obviously other cereals on the market. You know, you've got the other toasted corn variety flakes and the popping, snappy ones. So why is it I get a familiar vibe from them? I shouldn't even get involved. This is more Nevermore's line of expertise, but he's not here now. I am. And there I go again, poking my nose in where it's not us. I could ignore it. Let the local authorities deal with it. That would be no fun at all. And if I know my violent crimes well enough, because I do, because I'm a crazed butt stabber, I know exactly who will be on this case. How could I pass an opportunity to say hello to an old friend? First I better drop all this off at the tea shop. I'm going to let it park itself this time. Oh, Trolley. Can we go in the red phone box and become Inspector Spacetime? No. I'm assuming the tea shop is basically a TARDIS at this point. Because we could just do this, because this little thing is awesome. Ready? I don't need to say more. I've got to say, you know, for an RPG Maker game, you expect them to be kind of isometric. This one's side-scrolling, which is actually pretty good. It's unusual. Ah, my tea shop, finally. Did you miss me, my darling? Hey, baby. Wow. Finally home. Better sock this tea away in the storage. The tea storage is to Mrs. E's left. You're right. Okay. The teapot. This sounds like my kind of place. It does love me some tea. These staircases are a bit ski-whiffing. Finally, the most secure tea in the multiverse. Not even a tiny box can steal it now. Named Tim. I can't seem to get those murders out of my mind. There's something about them that's very off. Not that murder isn't always off, but this is very different somehow. This is different somehow. I'm adding words in now. Well, I better talk to Jenna in the archive, see if she has any information on them. If they're worth my time, I'll look deeper into them. The archives are on the far right, your left. Right, okay. Seriously, this is some weird vault. Is it... If you don't know what you're doing, you come in here and you just walk the stairs over and over again. To say, as I said, it's made an RPG Maker, and obviously it's sprite based. It's unusual to see. Oh my god, that is the TARDIS kettle. I have the matching mug to that. Wait, hang on a second. Hang on a bloody second. Seriously, check this beast out. Any self-respecting Doctor Who fan and tea lover will have a Doctor Who TARDIS tea mug. Check out that bad boy. You put the lid on it, brew your tea in there. Oh, beautiful. Anyway, I'm just fanboying about Doctor Who at the moment, which is not a bad thing. Hello? Right. Hey, boss. What's that? What can I do for you? What can I do you for? Hey Jenna, I'm a little behind on the news this week. Nothing in the Beano about a spate of murders going around London. Something to do about skinning the victims and taking their eyes. Bleh. Do you have any information on that? Only the biggest serial killer scandal since Jack the Ripper. 5 murders in 1 week. All unknown victims. What makes it so big is that the murders are so close together. Which suggests either a rank amateur or someone on a tight schedule. Exactly, but as the victims have so far been unidentified and spread out, other than the skinning in the eyes, police cannot ascertain a motive or a pattern as to where the killer will strike next. Save for one thing, a message painted on the walls at all the scenes of the crimes and the victim's blood. Not your flesh! You can see Jack the Ripper connections there. But when the Jack the Ripper murders all about all prostitutes, I at least I believe they were anyway. Anyway, Wikipedia, I'll check it later. Hardly I was the one who stopped him. Ha ha! Time travelling crime fighter. What was he like? He was a bastard. Society's morbid fascination with one of London's most notorious killers never ceases to amaze me. He was a killer, nothing more or less. It was only the mystery behind who he was that made him famous. I agree completely. Personally, I would rather forget I ever met him. Vile man, and rather pathetic in the long run. Sorry, I asked. If it helps, I can tell you where the latest murder just took place. The sixth, as it were. There's been another killing? Yes, Travis Street, London. The police are on site now. Sergeant Cooper is leading the investigation. Of course he is. Thanks, Jenna. Wait, do you want me to let him know you're on your way? Nah, imagine how pleased and surprised he'll be to have my assistance on the case. Surprised is certainly one word for it. Pleased, however, is not another. This is basically, am I going to be like the Paternoster gang now? Well, hello, Sergeant Cooper. Looks like you have quite the mess on your hands.
Oh, that's all I need. Not only do I have a mass killing on my hands, but now I've got the tea lady here to tell me that I'm dealing with some kind of alien now. It's just dandy.
Now, Cooper, I'm not a frog and you're not no bunny. Let's not leap ahead of ourselves. How do you know I didn't just come by for a friendly chat? You know, discuss the weather, sports, like friends do. You know, how'd you do about that there sports with the ball that you kick and you get in the... How about that offside rule, eh? How about them blues?
Because we are not friends.
That's nice.
And friends don't just pop over for a friendly chit-chat at a local crime scene. Just doesn't happen, Mrs. E. So let's cut wisecracks that always get me doing what you want, and let me show you what's going on.
Sergeant Cooper, one of London's finest, but a police officer born outside of his natural element. Let me put it this way, he would feel much more human in a crime-cracking beat in New York than a community beat here in London. Not that London is boring compared to New York, it's just that how Cooper sees it. Fair play. Oh, look, his giblets are showing.
Not sure how to speed you are, Mrs. E, but I'll lay out the gist for you and you can ask me any questions to fill in the blanks. Last 5 days I've seen 5 murders throughout London, each with the same M.O.
That's modus operandi, in case you didn't know.
The victims have their skin completely ripped from their bodies and their eyes removed. Every crime scene we see the same word spat in blood, either on the walls, the floor, or even the surrounding cars. Not your flesh, as you can see here.
Handwriting could do with some improvement. And the punctuation is rubbish.
All callous humour aside, that's not the weird part.
And now we're getting into my territory.
Time of death seems almost impossible. All during the busy hours of the day, and yet the suspect has been seen hours later painting the walls with his sweet poetry.
Daylight human butchery, the killer is either daring, stupid, or he can teleport. Or what? You mentioned a suspect?
Fine, don't tell me. I'll just play catch up as I usually do. Yeah, suspect. One of the officers who came onto the scene earlier this morning came across him. Scared the living shit out of him too.
Language, Sergeant Cooper. Fuck's sake.
Sorry, lady. I've got 5 mutilated John Does on my hands, so if my language is a bit much for you to handle over the blood and gore I have to do with right now.
It looks like the killer was careless this time. Maybe something took him by surprise. A witness, perhaps. Or maybe it's just the rest of the gore left over from a session of Happy Wheels. Talking of Happy Wheels, funny thing, starting next week, I'm going to start my playthrough of Happy Wheels. That's going to be a good laugh.
This is Lieutenant Jennings.
Jennings.
The officer who saw the suspect here today. Jennings, I want you to tell this lady everything you told me.
Sir?
Just you and me, Jennings.
Well, madam, that is to say, I came as soon as we got the call and arrived at the scene approximately 3 a.m. I saw on arrival a man or something painted those words on that wall. Well, I got out of my car and cautiously approached the thing with my taser ready, ready to tase him in the butthole, over and over. The suspect was armed with what looked like a kitchen knife. I think it might have been Gordon Ramsay. Oh my god, it's face. I mean, there wasn't one. No mouth, nose or eyes. It was just a bloody faceless corpse, and it came for me. Slowly, I ordered it to stay back, but it still approached me.
Suddenly this guy's turned into Ali G.
Define bad.
We have a killer chasing the killer. He stole something from the faceless man, maybe. Faceless. Ah, right, okay, yeah. Or is it something deeper? What's the message am I missing here?
Well, I do have some good news, depending on how you look at good given the circumstances. We identified 3 of the victims. Nancy Pollard, age 46, Rupert Pollard, age 47, Richard Oh my god, this is a ritual, isn't it? That's what you weren't telling me. Every single victim is related.
Mother, father, son. Yes, this confirms my fears. It's a ritual. The skin and eyes have some special meaning. As to the words, not your flesh. Go back to the tea room, Cuba. Contact me as soon as you identify the last 2 victims and who the 6th is likely to be. I imagine it would be one of the family members.
Will do, and I'm glad it's you on this case and not the other guy with the funny hat. Nevermore, he's a loose cannon, that one.
Sergeant Cooper, when all this is said and done, you may wish Nevermore had been here instead of me. I don't know who that person is. Where's Strax? Jenny, have you seen Strax?
Hey, Elizabeth!
Jenna, I need you to find something for me.
Why, Eddie, your boss keep calling in with the same favour. Told me you were involved. What do you think identified the victims so quickly?
You never cease to amaze me, Jenna. What have you got?
Carson Pollard, age 25, youngest of 2 boys, no sisters, married but separated with 1 daughter, aged 8, works for a security firm in North London, currently staying in a motel whilst estranged from his family.
Is there any chance he could be the killer?
Unlikely, boss. I've accessed every camera and work schedule on Carson. He's either been at work or at the hotel, or at least with plenty of people as witnesses during the killings.
So what you're telling me is that the chances are he's the next victim. Well, shit.
Got him one, boss. Now, a faceless man, I checked all your databases and found nothing, but I did come across some urban myths. Creepypasta, that kind of thing.
Creepypasta, Jenna, really?
Slender turned out to be real in the end, if you remember.
Oh, God. Are we going to be talking about... We're going to be, like, talking about any of the SCPs or anything?
I still have nightmares. Show me what you got.
Oh, God, I called it. It's an SCP. SCP-5XXP, type Keter. Right. I'm just going to call him Percy. Because SCP-5XXP is a long name. So I'm going to call him Percy. Only the victims of the cast and recent coma are amnesia patients.
That's a negatory, which seems to be the anomaly in all this. Is the faceless man actually broken a pattern or something?
Or something. Where is Carson staying?
At Queen Mary Hotel, room 316. Not the classiest of joints, I'm afraid.
Bad circumstances do not make a bad person, Jenna. I'll go check this out, thanks.
Bling!
Later in the game. Aye, aye! I'm going and you can't stop me. It's too much for you, even now after all this time to understand. I can't walk away when innocent lives are at stake. You should have all the elder gods. It's what bound us together in the long run. I was the innocent once, remember? I have to do this and you to let me. Thank you. What the fuck was that? Just don't check the bed. It's mostly going to contain semen. Oh God, I've got to check the bed. There. The bed is made, too perfectly made, as if it hasn't even been slept in. Okay, so no trace amounts of semen. That's good. There's a handwritten letter and it's an abduction threat.
Mr. Pollard, you have followed your instructions well so far. Keep following your daily instructions to the letter and your family will remain safe. Come to the warehouse at the address on the business card provided in this letter on Friday morning at 8 a.m. to receive further instructions. Should things go well, your family will be reunited with you alive, and I promise you will be a happy new man. It goes without saying, if you go to the police or anyone else on this matter, your wife or child will die, and they will have such bad bodies that it can be shaved away to the... I breathe. I better go to the warehouse. There's something ugly strange going on. Something doesn't seem real about it. Well, if it contains the SCP, I don't think it's going to be real. Oh, there's blood. Bloody blood, blood. There it is again. Not your flesh, written blood on the floor. What is the meaning behind the words? This music is a bit creepy.
music is creepy. Doors are magically sealed. I need something to open it. Maybe a seal to break a seal. Ooh. You alright there, mate? Are you alright? Mr. Carson Pollard, I presume. What?
Who the hell are you? How did you get in here? Where's my family?
Calm down, Mr. Carson. I am not your enemy. I'm just concerned for your family as you are.
No, you should be in my family.
They're dead. You'll be quite safe if your adversary knows what he or she is dealing with right now. Trust me, keeping your family alive is more in their interest now than it is in yours. Can you tell me what's going on, Carson? And what happened to your eye?
The damn monster cut it out. He chased me into this room where I found my instructions.
And those would be?
It's strange. I'm to stay in this room and watch the storage container until 6 AM the following morning, at which time I had to open it and apparently know what to do.
His wounded eye socket isn't bleeding. The wound is not fresh enough for the attack he describes. And if you open the storage container before then, my family will die. This aggressive sincerity in his voice, he actually believes what he's saying. Should I? Where's your family now?
I don't know, that's why I came here to find them. My wife and I have difficulties, but I still love her. If saving them means watching a box for 24 hours, then I'll watch the damn box.
Go to the ceiling and shout out to whoever may be listening. You hear that? Whoever you are, I'm the tea lady, and that should have you worried.
What can I do to help?
You were told to watch a box, so for now I suggest you watch it. I'm going to look for your family. I suggest you prepare to fight or run. If you have to, time to turn this trap in on itself.
If that means saving my family.
You listen to me and you keep telling yourself this over and over again. Say these words like a mantra. Carson's family is everything. Keep saying those words, believe it, and I promise they will be safe.
My family.
No, Carson's family. The name's important. It will remind you of who you are, understand? Back to reality, bitch! Oh, what's that in the corner? Is that seal? The seal of Solomon's a real one, not one of those cheap imitations you see in knockoffs in bookstores today. This is very serious magic. Could Uriel be behind this somehow? To break the seals to the doors, the castle's protection will be gone. I'm going to have to, because I need to get through that bloody door, don't I? Sorry, mate, I need it. You're just going to have to make do. You'll be fine. You'll live. Maybe. Possibly. Sprint! Want me to risk life and limb on some kitchen magic with powerful seals no man was meant to understand? Well, I don't think I've got a choice. Boom! Baby! Hello? Anybody in here? Any creepy... Hello? Who's out there? Mrs. Pollard, is that you? Yes, yes. Who's out there? Are you here to help us? Don't worry, Mrs. Pollard. I'll have you out of there ASAP. Is your daughter there with you? Yes, oh God, what's...
Not your flesh. It's my flesh, my flesh.
Let me guess, they were not her flesh. I appreciate the save, but did you have to kill her? I figured out why you're here, what's in the box, and I'm not here to stop you. I'm here to give Carson, or the thing wanting to be Carson, a chance. So I suggest you don't stop me. Don't you give me that blank stare, young man. This isn't your world. Granted, it's not his world either, but whilst I'm here, you play by rules. You want no Carson, you can have him, but unharmed. Or do you really want to put my determination to the test? So you can be reasoned with. Good boy. Good boy. If you want Carson firearm, there are terms, and you will listen to them.
Kept saying what you told me to say over and over again. Carson's family will be safe. Took me a while to figure out why, but I finally remember. The damn real thing is, I'm doing everything in my power to forget what I've done, what I'm about to do. How did you figure it out?
I wasn't sure at first, but the fact you had to remember simple everyday tasks, your eye wound, you're not the real Carson, you're not even a real person yourself, are you? You see, I finally understand the meaning behind these words, not your flesh. You're a nobody, a neverwhere. A soul not even given the chance to live or exist. Nothing more than a broken doll.
Forgive me, the part of me that is becoming Carson is still having trouble trying to register all of this. The skids of those closest to the host body must be worn. The life of the host seen and experienced and seen through the lives of the closest, nearest and dearest.
So he's killing the family, right? Okay, I think I get it.
Person is after all the sum of how we see ourselves and how others see us. A person is not complete without one identity or the other. We have no lives. We pretend to be that which we are not. We are forbidden identity or even face. And yet every now and again, fortune favours some of us, and we take the lives of those who have lost theirs. Either through accident or happenstance. This is forbidden. The faceless man hunts those who dare to steal the last lives of others. I dare to love, not pretend but truly love.
And you brought your love here to take the life of an entire family who did not lose their lives.
They were wasting their lives. Through the way, the very gift they have, love, family and child, we would have given their life purpose, meaning that's what we all wanted. Life is wasted on the living. They have no idea what they truly have.
No, I've got a choice. Yeah, he knows what he's taking away.
I've already taken the lives of 5 people. Good people. I can't stop now. Don't you understand? I have gone too far.
Yes, which is why I can't let you finish this.
I see you gave me over to him.
It was either that or more people die, either at your hands or his. Carson's family is safe and the doll who has replaced her wife slain by him. I'm so very sorry, Carson.
What does it matter? How can you pity a nobody, a broken doll as you call me? My love is slain. Even her non-existent life denied her, and soon the one who has to be our child.
We'll be safe. That was the deal. You for her. She will not take another life, but she will have one nonetheless, I promise. You have done terrible things. I cannot forgive you for that. Maybe you cannot yourself, but it is up to you if you can find redemption, something the living rarely appreciate.
If I go with him, she will stay with you.
You have my word.
Carson's family will be safe. As for what remains of mine, I'm ready to go with you.
She stays with me. That was the deal. Our business is done. Leave. Pray we do not meet again, because the next time I won't be as approachable.
That's not going in the report, you know.
So this state of murders is just going in the way of old Jack, then?
For the public good and all that bullshit. You know, ghosts and the undead were scary enough to think about when I was a kid. Now we have to worry about souls that never lived at all. I'm not sure what's scarier.
It takes more courage to live sometimes than to die, Cooper. I know this better than most. I think you do too.
I'm doing okay, Elizabeth. Let's not go there.
You only call me by my name when you think about her.
Bartholomew Cooper. I accept you couldn't save her a long time ago. You never could. She took her own life, Elizabeth. And as much as we have to live with the pain of that, we also have to learn to move on. For her sake as well as ours.
There is only one difference, Cooper. I was never her. I never her before I came along. Moving on is something I can never do, but I'll make her legacy worth living. Man, that was deep. This is so different to everything I've played before. I mean, it was really, really script heavy, really story heavy. But at the same time, it was a good little story. Anyway, thank you everyone for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like it. Also subscribe to my channel for new videos Monday to Friday. Also check out the rest of the Asylum Jam games I've done. I'll stick some links in the annotations over here so you can check out all of them. But anyway, thank you everyone so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. I want to get through that gap. Have like... Well, crap. Well, crap. Has Teddy gone wanders again? Oh, Teddy. Little puppish road.